Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Adventures in Arcane Space, the Spelljammer campaign. We're a little bit light to start with right now. Asher is going to be an hour late, and James is running a little bit late as well. So we'll just go ahead and do the introductions with the people we have right now, and I'll take care of anything that their characters need to do for the short term.
I guess I'm first this week then.
Yep.
I play Braxon. He's a fighter.
I'm Levalithana, an elven wild mage.
Yeldin Sharpeye, a elven ranger.
Lafdul Minglade, a specialty priest thief.
Okay, and where we left off, there was just a little bit left to explore in this cavern. And I believe you guys were thinking about going in this way.
Just a moment.
I guess I can move you guys down.
That looks right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Big today. Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Okay.
We agree with you.
Okay.
Who's doing the loot now that Asher's not here?
Oh, that's a good point.
You're assuming there will be loot instead of death by monsters.
I can always repeat it if necessary.
By the way, you could introduce Asher or Higgimus.
Yep, alright. Asher, who will be joining us in about an hour. He plays Higgimus, Corporal Higgimus, a Giff fighter. And James plays Ockar, a human paladin of Tyr. He will be joining us shortly. He's just running a little bit late. And before we really got started, I did want to say that right now here in the United States, Hurricane Irma is hitting Florida. It's just basically beginning. So hopefully anyone who is in the southeastern United States and is in the path of the hurricane is ensuring that they are taking every precaution that they need. Definitely don't want you guys watching this if there's a hurricane barreling down on you. Be safe, please. And for everyone else, take a look at what options there are for helping out after it hits and everything like that. There's not a whole lot that we can do right now, but afterwards, there's going to be a lot of aid organizations that are going to need some assistance, especially with what happened in Houston as well.
I've seen a couple of people doing sales on like drive-through where the money's going off to charities.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, if anyone has stuff like that, that's, might be a good time to start picking some of that stuff up. Might be worth checking, like, Steam as well, see if any developers are doing something similar. Anyway, on that very cheerful note, so who wants to take the lead into this chamber?
Well, I'm tempted to send Higgimus and Ockar first.
No, Ockar is here now. He's
Okay, yeah.
quiet. Yeah, he's on mute, but he's probably just sorting stuff out.
I'm here. I'm just chewing on something.
Okay. Well,
I'll go first then.
Okay, all right, that's good enough.
I follow behind your broad back.
Oh, we got the gnome with us still, haven't we?
I would recommend like Higgimus or Ockar follow behind Braxon. I mean, just in case there's something dangerous. But I mean, if you want to be the second person to get tagged by anything that's there,
I'll follow him.
All right, and Higgimus will come in after that.
Lafdul's watching the rear.
Levi's in a reckless mood today.
Lafdul's laughing at us.
Lafdul's watching your ass. Well, not literally. He's.
I don't know, but it's a really nice one.
Wouldn't you like to look at Levi's?
Okay, you enter this chamber, and it's pretty obvious that it connects up with the other the other entrance that you saw.
Mm-hmm.
And the ceiling is about 30 feet high in this cave. There are also stalactites on the ceiling. And in the far end, there's a very still pool of water with two small rocky islands on top of them. And Braxon, go ahead and give me a wisdom check, please.
Okay. Oh, now I've got to look up my wisdom.
I'm pretty sure that's above
You
your
haven't
wisdom.
got 16.
Yeah.
I'm like the only one that's got that high. And Ockar's got the second at like 15 or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got 15.
There's something on the smaller island there. You can't really tell exactly what it is. The water, it's difficult to tell. It's this cavern is not well lit. It's mostly just light coming in from outside. There are no torches. There's no continual light in here. But the water is very still. Even the water out in the main cavern, there's a little bit of movement to it. But this water is like a sheet of glass.
Can I pick up a rock and throw it at the water, see what happens?
I think Braxon to get his lantern out if it's that dark.
Okay. You can definitely do that. All right, Ockar, you chuck a rock and it makes a sploosh. And then the ripples, hit the edges and fade away. But go ahead and give me a wisdom check, please.
Okay. Is it D20?
Yeah.
Yeah, I pass.
Okay. You believe you see some bubbles coming up from beneath the surface of the water.
There are bubbles coming up from beneath the surface of the water. There might be something in the water causing the bubbles.
Are they bubbles that come in a rhythm, or are they just permanently sort of coming up?
It just seemed that in response to throwing the rock in, perhaps something was disturbed. There might have been a pocket of air under there, and the water moved. Something, just some air bubbles came up without any more, without looking more closely. You don't know what might have caused it.
Does our
Okay, would you mind throwing another stone?
I'm trying to toss another stone in.
Okay, Lafdul, you had a question while they're doing that?
Yeah, I'll let them throw in the stone.
Okay.
I'll ask afterwards.
They chuck another rock. Ockar chucks another rock in. You don't notice any bubbles this time. Basically the same kind of sploosh sound, and then the ripples fade away.
Okay,
When you
no
say
bubbles this time.
You were about to say something, Leva?
I interrupted. Okay.
It's okay, you can say your thing now.
I'm asking whether the sploosh sound is a water sploosh sound, or whether it's actually something else than water.
Oh no, it's definitely the sound of the rock going in the water.
Okay.
It's just that
Braxton's
the water is so still that it just is a lot louder than you might have otherwise expected.
I'm going to try and throw a stone with the sling at one of those. What is it? Rocks, little islands that are there.
Yeah. There appears to be some sort of box or something on one of those. Braxon, you said you were getting out the your lantern.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do anything specific with it?
Well, then once he's got his lantern out, he's going to keep his back to this wall and move along the wall slowly to have a look in this direction towards the pool.
Okay, if you used an arrow, I didn't see where you were looking.
No, arrow didn't come up. Try
You
again.
can use if you use the ruler tool. you can, and it should show up for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, he's going to look in this sort of direction.
And like
his
shining
back to the
the
wall.
lantern.
Yeah, shining his lantern around and holding his mace in one hand and the lantern in the other hand.
Okay. The larger of these two little islands is completely bare. It's mostly sand, it looks like. The other one is rocky, and there's a some sort of iron chest or crate there. It looks really rusted. There's a rusted padlock on it as well.
From the looks of things, I suggest we might want to leave this alone.
Is there any way we could get the box?
We can probably jump on one island and then the other island.
Or you get some
It's
boards and make a bridge.
Assuming it is an island.
Assuming it is an island and not some sort of space
Creature.
tortoise.
If it was a space tourist, it would have a city on it.
Can you know that our magic rope, can it go horizontally? Does it levitate itself? Obviously, it can't take weight, but can it?
It can move. It can move horizontally, but it can't. It won't stay. So you can use it to tie itself to something that's horizontal. But if there isn't, I mean, it wouldn't just levitate in the air, and then you'd use it as a tightrope or something like that. You'd have
Yeah,
to tie.
no,
off the
I
other
wasn't.
end.
I was thinking we could use a rope to like pull it across.
We could tie the rope to
If-
the chest.
if there's something to tie around, unless that's to tie around the entire thing.
I would say that the rope cannot tie around the entire thing. It's the magical functions of the rope specifically only allow it to tie itself to something like you would tie an actual rope to, to climb up or something like that, like an outcropping or something like that. It would be because to tie around this thing, it would have to go around multiple times and stuff like that.
Doesn't it have a handle?
It might. It's pretty rusted.
Yeah, so we're going to tie it around the handle, put it in the water, and then the handle's going to break off.
But it's wood, so it should swim. It should float.
Depends on what's in it.
Yeah.
I said it was
chests
iron.
are made of metal, so
It's
It's
iron.
going to be heavy. It's going to fall in the water, even if we do manage to grapple it. Oh, it's a shame I don't have the light and load spell. I think I've got to touch it anyway, so.
So Braxon's going to move on to here. Hang on. He's going to move on to here and then have a look around the place from that sort of angle. See if he can see anything else.
Not really. Nothing else is jumping out at you.
Braxon, what do you see when you hold the light over the water and look down?
Oh, I'm not looking down yet. I'm looking
He's staying
from
against
the other
far
side
wall.
of the wall. I'm staying
I've-
well away from the water because there were. Ockar said there were bubbles coming up. There could be
Yeah.
some sort of creature in there that's going to jump up and grab us.
I have two ideas. One's throwing a piece of meat in. Obviously, if it's carnivorous, it'll be interested in that. The second method was to grab someone's rope and tie a feather to it, like a duck, as if it's seen something. If it's a predator, it'll try and hunt it. I don't know. If you understand my meaning, might think it's like some prey or food or something. Yeah.
you'll need a lot more than just a feather.
I have 5.
I was thinking of a skipping stone. Can someone skip stones?
You could try.
Lafdul could probably do it.
I'm probably the same as Yeldin, if it's dexterity.
Well, first you'd have to find an appropriate stone.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I'm looking at my. Would our meals per day thing have like dried meat or something in it?
You'd have dried jerky in it.
Sure.
It seems.
Yeah.
We could just toss some of the dried jerky from one of our meals into there.
I also ask. I ask Tayan whether he smells anything.
He doesn't smell anything that he recognizes.
The water usually washes away scent as well.
Yeah. Some.
You'd have to be aquatic to smell it in nature.
Are there any more stones lying around?
Sure.
Okay, Braxton's going to hurl one at the chest.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Right.
You just like hand him a whole load of pebbles and just keeps on throwing them until he hits.
All right.
Oh, that's a miss.
Unfortunately, your footing is a little bit off, and when you're wheeling back, you slip a little bit, and it goes wide and hits the back wall, and then splooshes into the water.
Any bubbles?
Braxon, go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
Aren't we all observing this now?
Oh, that's still above Braxton's wisdom.
He was the one who was specifically throwing it, so like everyone else would have looked shortly afterwards, but he was looking exactly where it went. No, he doesn't notice any bubbles. You don't notice any bubbles.
Would a copper coin count as something that could skip across the water? It's flat enough.
I don't think you can actually skip, because you need something that's. I think it needs to be smooth and sort of convex. So more disc shaped, like lens shaped than coin. Coins are actually, they're not very smooth,
Isn't Higgimus strong enough to whittle down a stone?
He's stand on it.
Strong enough to what?
Whittle down the stone with like a piece of
Shape
metal
the
or something.
stone.
Oh, it's a shame I don't have my whetstone on me. But even so, that would take a while.
No, that's not something that you can just do with strength.
Hang on. hang on. I've got a chisel. Do I have it in storage? Or do I have it on
I
me?
have a question. If I were to take a torch and light it and then go over, could I get a look into the water?
Sure.
Kind of.
Sure, you can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna light a torch.
I
Hold it
say
above the
let us tie some rope around you.
Yeah, tie a rope around me first.
In case you get Higgimus to hold on to you.
Tie the
With
magic rope around me and have Higgimus hold it.
Okay. Let's see.
So once I have the rope around me, I'm gonna go over and have a torch out and looking down into the water to see if there's anything down there.
Can you swim in your armor?
No, but he's got Higgimus, so you just pull him out. As long as the
If I
rope
have
stays
Higgimus
intact.
holding me, so
Yeah.
that if I get pulled in, he can pull me back out.
Yeah, Higgimus will do that.
Assuming
He's
it's
certainly
water.
strong enough.
Yeah, well...
Well, it's either
purpose of
water
this.
or it's something extremely similar. I mean, you're not seeing any telltale
us are
signs of
familiar.
like acid or anything like that.
Either it's water, or it's a really well hidden gelatinous cube.
Well, the stones...
It could be a water ooze.
Could be.
What?
Yeah,
A very lethargic gelatinous cube.
one that's feeling a little bit under the weather, maybe.
Yeah. It's just
He's
lying
had no
there relaxing.
nerves to feed on.
It
Oh.
could be a sleeping water elemental.
Okay, so Ockar, he lights a torch and he walks over to the edge and begins looking down. Where exactly are you going to be standing and looking down?
Where's everybody standing?
As far as I knew, basically everyone is back in the entrance except for Braxon, who was against the wall here.
Levalithana Braxon.
Yeah.
Higgimus would
Yeah,
be with you wherever you are tying the rope to you.
Then
Leva
I
was
will
with
be
Braxon
over
because she
here.
followed him.
Okay. So where were
Wait.
you, Ockar? Right there? Okay. So Higgimus will be right behind you. Let's see.
Lafdul's staying there with his bow, but he's kind of looking backwards more than forwards.
Okay, I'm going to need everyone to roll 1d10. I'll roll 1d10 for Higgimus. And if you have a dexterity reaction modifier, you can add that to it.
Do I? Because I kind of said I was looking outwards, not really paying too much attention.
If you have a dexterity modifier.
Oh, it's an initiative roll.
I've got +2 reaction adjustment.
Okay, then
I assume
you
that's it.
Yep.
Plus
I think I
2
do
as well.
first.
So hang on, would I do like -2?
Yeah.
Lower is better.
If it's on this, you do -2.
It's not initiative.
Wait, what? What am I rolling now? 1d10 -2.
No, 1d10 plus 2.
Oh,
No, reaction adjustment 0.
all right. Laughter's really happy he's got that +2.
Okay, let's see.
I'm surprised Braxon's
I
got
got
0.
an 8.
Let me make a quick note. Hold on just a second. Of what everyone got. Where did my pencil go? There it is. Alright, so Leva was an 8. Braxon was a 5. You don't have a reaction adjustment modifier, do you, for your dexterity, Braxon?
I see a 0 in there. I've
Okay.
got a 15 score, so I don't know whether that's right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have a +2, so 8.
Yeah, I got that.
And whatever you rolled got 10.
Yeah, that was for Higgimus.
Oh.
Okay, so, as Ockar goes to the edge with his torch and looks down, Ockar, the water is, it's fairly clear, but there's still some soot, not soot, silt, mixed up. However, looking down, you see something in the water that springs up at you. 8 long legs and little dripping fangs from the front. It is a
Water spider!
yes, it is a water spider. Now you are completely surprised by this. Lafdul is surprised by this. Braxon is surprised by this. Leva, Yeldin, and Higgimus are not. Higgimus is going to pull you back, which is going to give you a bonus to your armor class.
Oh, God.
Braxon was expecting this.
I don't know what I was expecting, but I was actually half expecting the 2 creatures that ran away.
Go
I was
ahead.
actually thinking that the what's it called? The quasit something. Quasit was back.
Okay, I'm gonna need Leva, Yeldin, and then I'll roll for Higgimus. Initiative rolls.
All right.
Because you'll be able to make attacks, and I will.
We haven't
roll...
rested yet, have we?
I'm sorry.
We haven't rested yet.
No.
Okay.
That's your attack and damage. That's not initiative.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Click your token as well, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I messed up on
In a
that.
full week, you know.
It's been 2 weeks.
We've forgotten how to do it.
All right.
There you go.
I am gonna roll for this, even though Higgimus is going to be pulling you back, Ockar.
Wouldn't that be a result of his critical success at not being surprised?
There isn't critical success or critical failures.
It's more of a reaction that he was kind of prepared to do.
So do me and Lafdul also have to roll?
Not yet. You can roll next round.
Okay.
And I get a roll for the spider.
Hello.
Now, just so you know, this is a large creature. It is a very big spider. And holy cow, did I roll awful for it.
You rolled bad.
Brax has gone to 99.
Yeah, that's because you're surprised. Okay.
Wow, that is awful. Rolling going at the same time as Higgimus.
I know. All right, Yeldin, you had your bow out?
I rolled for my swords.
Oh, okay. So you're basically
Because
gonna...
melee.
Okay, so you're basically gonna rush in and attack it. Okay, go ahead. As it's coming at Ockar, you were expecting something, with your knowledge of wilderness and things possibly lurking in pools, and you were surprisingly just like leap right in to attack this thing. So go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Nonchalant.
Let me check my Thaco for my offhand.
That second one's definitely a miss. All right, go ahead and roll damage for your first
Yeah,
one.
my Thaco is 18 for my offhand and 16 for my main. Is this a large creature?
Yes. Oof.
Still only 2 damage on a D12.
Can't get much worse than that.
It can by 1.
Like I said, it can't get much worse. All right. Unfortunately, just the fast movement of this creature means that you only get a nick off on its one of its legs as it's going after Ockar. Higgimus is pulling Ockar back. So Ockar, what is your armor class?
Is this armor class surprised or?
Yes.
My armor class surprised is 3.
Okay.
That's one of the advantages of wearing heavy armor with no dex bonus.
Yep. And you are going to be getting a bonus because Higgimus is pulling you back.
I do get a dex bonus because of 15 dex for the defense adjustment, but yeah.
Okay. However, the creature does manage to sink its fangs into your leg, despite Higgimus pulling you back. And I'm going to need you to make a saving throw versus poison.
Good thing I get a +2 to this, but...
And you take 4 points of damage.
Why do we take this creature on?
You didn't know what it
you guys
was.
wanted to.
You didn't know there was anything there.
We all
no.
suspected it. We all suspected
All right, let
it.
me rephrase. You didn't know what was there.
So 1d20 +2?
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah, I failed by 2.
Okay, you feel a burning sensation rush into your starts at your legs and quickly rushes up to your heart, and with a sudden gasp, you collapse.
Oh god, did I go into a coma?
Leva's turn.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh!
I see Ockar collapse, and I wonder whether he's been poisoned, and whether I should use the ointment on him. Can I do that?
Yeah, I will let you do so. But that'll actually be your next turn action. You forego your attack this turn and get it out and rush over. And if you make successes and everything like that, then I'll say it's in time to neutralize the poison.
Am I still quiet?
Let's do that.
Okay. All right. Then in that case, everyone else can roll initiative.
Woohoo!
I'm still out.
Yeah, you're out.
Do I roll initiative?
Yeah. Roll initiative with a modifier +4.
I don't believe I've cast Fairy Fire. This whole cavern encounter. So I'm gonna, unless someone knows otherwise, so I'm gonna use that. I was just clarifying in case someone does remember. I mean, I've not got a tick, so.
Don't recall it.
I'm pretty fast today.
Getting some static from you, G-Man.
I think that was as he was repositioning himself.
It could be.
I said I'm pretty fast today.
Yeah, I got that. It was just there was some extra static. Just letting you know.
Or I got a new pair of headphones on the way, so.
Oh, okay.
Nice. They sound pretty good.
No, I'm getting a new pair.
Oh.
He doesn't have them yet.
All right. So Lafdul, you're gonna cast Fairy Fire on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That means that anyone who attacks after you will get a +1 bonus to hit. And Yeldin, you are indeed fast. Go ahead.
No, there's no way either of those hit.
Yeah, those are both misses. All right. The spider is seeing Ockar collapse like that. It's going to refocus on Higgimus, since he was right behind Ockar. And that
Straight
is
up
a hit.
ignoring me.
Yeah, it doesn't need to worry about
Well,
you now.
Higgimus is bigger, and Higgimus is in front of him. You were just to the side, and all you did was scratch it. All right, let's
True
see.
enough.
All right, the spider sinks its fangs into Higgimus's leg for 4 points of damage.
Oh my
Higgimus
God.
does not collapse.
Nice, you made a save.
He just
Asking about the rules of 2E, when something like a spider bites you again and you already made the save against its poison, do you have to make it again?
yes.
Okay.
You're being overwhelmed by it.
Saving the first time doesn't mean that you're immune. There are other things. I mean, there might be some creatures that specifically say that once you've made your save, you're immune for that, to that creature's venom. But generally not. That's going to be a case-by-case scenario kind of thing.
Okay.
All right, Lafdul, you get your Fairy Fire off. Everyone will now get a +1 bonus to hit the creature. And it is Higgimus's turn. He is
I
going
help
to...
you. No, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to remark that I just hope Braxon hits it with his mace.
Yeah.
Well, it's Higgimus's turn
see.
right now.
Oh, Higgimus.
We've got the same initiative. We're probably getting away with each other.
That's true. Well, you can go ahead and make your attack roll. Higgimus does hit, however. And you do not.
But
I think the spiders rip anyways. Higgimus most one-shots a lot of things.
It's as big as Higgimus, sir.
Yeah. Oof.
this is where Ord uses up all of Higgimus's good dice rolls. Asher comes back and loses.
Nah, Higgimus is dead. I'd feel so bad for him, dying when he's not even there.
That's one of the reasons why I said that he was not taking the lead. So, You were saying that you think the creature's gonna die from this. It did.
Wow, he just skewers it.
Higgimus just swings his enormous sword down overhand and slices the creature into. Iker goes everywhere. And Leva, since it's no longer combat, you won't have to make an attack roll to apply the cure to Ockar.
Well, while I have the thing in my hand to apply it, the ointment, I turn around to Lafdul and I say, "Can you fix poisoning?"
No, too late. No,
No.
you're no. I mean,
You're already doing it.
Yeah, you do not have time to do that.
All right, I'll apply the ointment.
Yeah, this is a case where it's like you decided he goes down, you're immediately getting the out, ignoring everything else and just rushing to him and using this immediately in the hopes that that he survives.
Okay.
And that's the thing is that if you do not use these things immediately on someone who has taken deadly poison, they will die.
Yeah.
Oh, it was freaking deadly poison.
Yes,
Jesus.
it was. Yes, it was.
Oh,
Ockar
yeah,
was
I could've
technically
died.
dead.
I could have died there.
Ockar, you were technically dead.
Okay, you have any preferences where you want to be massaged?
No, you have to use it on the on the wound
wound.
itself.
I guess he doesn't have the armor on, so okay.
It got me in the ankle, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're applying it directly to the wound.
Okay.
And I believe you also get 1d8 plus 4 points healed.
I do?
Yeah, let me double check to see if that's the appropriate number.
Do you want me to roll that?
No, Leva would.
Okay, roll it.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
once
no,
he
it's
confirms
1d4
it-
plus 8. I'm sorry, 1d4 plus 8.
So that's significantly different.
Yeah. Yep.
Whoa.
All right. You suddenly gasp as you were blacked out. Everything was faded, and then suddenly you wake up, gasp for air as the burning sensation in your leg and chest subsides.
God, being poisoned sucks.
You are going to be in bad shape, so since you did technically die, you did technically, it's the equivalent of dropping below 0 hit points. So you're not really going to be able to fight much after until you get a night's rest. All right, there is now the bloody pulp of a large water spider here in front of you.
Lafdul, get the chest.
Lafdul?
Okay.
But I'm too tired to do anything now.
No, yeah, I realize. Yeah, I'm not gonna dispute it. I'm fine with getting it. I was actually a little bit surprised that poison well, obviously it's deadly poison, not regular poison. The thought did cross my mind to use my scroll, but
Leva beat you to it.
yeah, and I was casting fairy fire, so I
Is it
wouldn't
normal
have
to
been
see the
able.
words "game over" when you die like that?
You got better.
Second edition is definitely not designed to be balanced.
Yeah, thing is though,
That is balanced. It's just not balanced the way that later people consider balance to be.
he gets hit by poison. He's essentially. How am I supposed to react to that? I can only do it next turn. Say if he gets poisoned, if I go before him, but he gets poisoned, my action's already been spent. So
No,
he's
if you
effectively dead before
if you tell me that you are going to drop everything else and try to heal him, because that's exactly what Leva did, and that's the thing.
yeah, but she went before.
doesn't matter that much. This is, I mean, technically this wouldn't work, but this is a house rule of mine. But yeah,
I
didn't
did.
want me to die.
I saw Ockar collapse, and I gave up my turn to
Alright.
able to apply the ointment the next turn.
yeah, she did do that, but if someone has magic that can neutralize poison, like if you have, like once you get the neutralize poison spell, if you say that you're foregoing, anything else, and you're immediately going to get ready to cast that, and you're going to do that next turn, then I will say that if you succeed at that, then you've saved them. If it's an instantaneous poison attack like that, it causes instant death. There are some poisons that take longer to affect. So if the onset time was like multiple rounds, then that's not an issue. But with instantaneous lethal poison, I will give people who have the tools to cure poison a chance to do so immediately. But you have to do that immediately, or they will die, and then you'll have to neutralize the poison and then raise dead or resurrect.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. But that's exactly what Leva did. And I'm not going to, like nickel and dime you, so to speak, if your turn is already passed. If you say that you're immediately getting ready to do this next turn, next round, that's fine. That's good enough.
No,
Okay.
I would have. Well, actually, if I'm honest, I probably wouldn't have used my scroll next round. I would have gone over, checked him, then used it.
Then it would have
I
been
would've
too
been
late.
dead by then.
Then it would have been too late.
But because my character and I don't know this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
You
I
learn
bring
from
in the fighter
experience.
mage idea.
But I mean, now your character does have the personal experience of seeing people experience very traumatic, poisonings.
Before I go over and grab that chest, could I attempt to siphon some of that venom?
No, the neutralized poison neutralize. Oh, you mean from the? No, not from the. Not from
creature.
No, it doesn't work that way.
Could I grab its fangs?
Sure.
You'd have to grab its venom sac, and that probably got destroyed
Yeah.
when Higgimus cut it in half.
Ockar's gonna just go lay against the wall for a bit.
Alright, no, I asked Higgimus or Braxon to tie the magic rope around me, and then I'm gonna hop skip over. Assuming that's the only one.
Be careful in case there's more of those things.
Is that a dex check?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to require you to make a dex check to get. You have to go to the large one and then the small one. But the distances are short enough that you, with your dexterity, and you've got like tumbling or something, right?
Yeah, tumbling.
Yeah, I mean that you can easily make the distance. It's just a couple feet, just a few
Yeah,
feet.
he's not going to make you roll a dex check to pick up the mimic. I mean chest.
No, it's whether or not I can lift the chest.
All right. So you're just gonna hop over. Are you gonna look down in the water or anything like that? While you're
Yeah,
going
he's looking down in the water.
Okay.
He's got a torch in hand. I do have a torch, but I would have grabbed whatever Ockar used. I assume we still had that torch around.
All right. You can see that as you're doing this, there appears to be some sort of hole in the side of the smaller island beneath the surface of the water.
Can I see anything?
No, it's dark. You'd have to like get down into the water. The water is only about 10 to 15 feet deep at its deepest point. At that point,
we could deal with that later.
Do you have any waterproof ways of illuminating something?
No.
Not really,
I've got
but
a continual light. A scroll, I can enchant something if we were really desperate, but...
Well, I mean, then you'd have a continual light item that would last forever, basically, so...
Yeah.
Continual light
Well,
dagger. We just drop
didn't-
it down there.
Braxon, didn't you get isn't your lantern continual light?
Braxton's lantern's continual light, yeah.
Yeah,
and
that'll go underwater.
two of the lights on our ship are continual light.
Yeah, but that's back on the ship.
Back on the ship, yeah.
So the lantern will go underwater, just fine. It's not an oil lantern. It's continual light, so that you can take that underwater just fine.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm just gonna go over to the chest and I'm going to poke it with my sword.
Okay, some rust flakes off.
Alright, that's good. It's not mimic, as far as I can tell.
You
You
wouldn't
really
know
got me
that-
paranoid.
You guys are making yourselves paranoid.
Alright. I gingerly grab hold of it. I'm not grasping it. I'm trying to like grabbing like one side of it. See if it's touched the ground. Can it be moved?
How much? What is your current weight? What are you?
I'm
how much are you currently-
medium.
No, what are you currently?
Oh.
How much do you currently carry, like weight wise?
71. Oh, I'm light encumbered.
Okay, so
I'm
you-
not looking to carry it so far.
right.
I'm just seeing if I can move it if it is attached.
Yes, it does move slightly. It is extremely heavy.
Yeah, looks like I have to find what's. I shout back to the fight. Give me a moment. I live for traps.
Okay. And by moment you mean 10.
Yeah.
Actually 7.
Uh,
All right. So what's your find remove traps?
75.
75. All right. It's kind of difficult to see, but this thing is so rusted that you'd be really surprised if there are any traps. You look around, you're not seeing any like hidden caches, hidden needle holes, something like that.
No glyphs.
Nope.
Even though I don't have any detect magic or anything. All right, now I attempt to open it, see if it's openable.
There is a padlock on the front that is heavily rusted.
I have some oil,
You can try
and
that.
I'm going. Yeah, that and with my attempt at opening locks, which is 75. I don't know if I'll get a plus for that using oil.
Okay. You liberally apply some oil to the lock. Insert your lockpicks, and to your surprise, the padlock snicks apart and opens up in your hand. Quite easily.
Piece of cake, he mumbles to himself. He didn't say that too loud.
Just see what's in the chest. And,
yeah, he's going to open up the chest.
All right, now I'm going to need you to give me a strength check. Actually,
Yeah,
better
strength
yet.
14.
Give me a roll a d20.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay, you give a good heave, and there's like kind of a poof of rust dust in your face as you easily, with quite a bit of
So
difficulty,
I'm now coughing.
get the lid flipped back, which of course releases more rust dust.
Does it break off?
No, but you suspect that it probably would with a couple more.
I'm not
if you
interested
opened
in
it
the chest.
closed it a few more
I
times.
probably,
I mean, what's inside?
I probably say that you should have used oil on the hinges as well.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Inside, you see a small vial. Let me see exactly what the vial looks like.
Wait. Alright, do you want me to write this stuff on the Giggle Doc? I don't mind doing it since I'm opening the chest, or unless someone else wants to.
You can
let me-
do so.
I'm just gotta find out whereabouts it is. Alright, gold, gems, potions, scrubs.
You could just write it down at the bottom for now.
Yeah.
It's a stoppered metal vial. Looks like it might be silver.
Oh, God.
mean, you could always take notes on your own and then transmit them.
No,
to,
I was just spell checking on Google, so I can't spell stuff right. Yes. Okay, that's not how I would have thought to spell it, but yeah, sure. Yeah, I've wrote it down on the document. Carry on.
Okay. And this is lying on top of a pile of copper coins.
Pile.
A hefty pile of copper coins.
Is there anything other than copper coins?
Running your hands through it? Nope, doesn't look like it.
Well, I would have poked my dagger in it, not put my hand in.
Whatever. Moving the coins around, you don't see anything other than copper coins and that one metal vial.
I start emptying out the copper coins and putting them aside.
I can tell you tomorrow how much they actually, how many there are, because I've got this.
You might want to transfer them.
I forget
to a
which
stack.
one. I've got this spell that can
Yeah, I
take.
know. Well, yeah,
You could. I mean, I don't.
we can count it.
Yeah, you can count them. I don't care. I mean,
As long as we got the time to do it, so to speak. It's just like multiple handfuls of copper coins.
oh yeah.
Ugh.
You want to count them?
No.
Just shove
The-
them
the-
in
All right,
the stack.
Higgimus says, bag them up, give them to me, and I'll count them.
Yeah, I was like, do I have anything to bag them up in? I could shove them into my
Yeah,
backpack, but
Fine. You transfer them over to him. He counts them out, and it turns out that there's 559 copper coins.
Wow.
559.
That is 5.
5.5 gold. Woohoo!
Copper. Someone's gonna be
5.9
happy.
gold.
At the top, there's a spot for gold.
I'll add it that in at the end. I've just literally put it at the bottom.
Okay.
Just them two, nothing else.
Yep. Nothing else in there.
Can I shake the vial ever so slightly to see if there's something inside the vial, or can I see through it?
It's metal. You can't see through it. It's stoppered. You'd have to open it up, but just
Can
give it
I-
a little shake. There's clearly a liquid inside.
Alright, that's fine.
You can hear it sloshing around.
Is there any kind of hidden compartment underneath the bottom of the chest? You know, just making sure.
You don't find anything.
Is
Okay.
the chest itself just a heavy thing in it?
It is an incredibly heavy iron chest. It is solid iron.
Then we're leaving it here.
Yeah, I've got no interest in keeping that.
It's
too
also
freaking
very, very
rusted to be-
rusted.
It's too rusted to be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, get back over here, Lafdul.
Yep, I'm coming back over.
Where's Braxon? I mean, he normally would have to say have something to say to that.
He's awfully disappointed that it wasn't a mimic.
Yeah.
He's been very quiet. Oh, there you go.
We don't know that it could have been a mimic because we never run into a mimic before.
Oh no, I'm saying it's out of character. And so is he been. Yeah, I
Just
can't
like
speak today.
Lafdul.
So, does anyone want to check out that hole underwater?
No.
I don't think
No.
anyone can swim that well.
We're too unprepared to take another fight right now.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can't
Let's
say at
rest
all.
first.
Yeah,
Brax.
and G-Man's like nearly dead. Higgimus is nearly dead.
Braxon to give it a go.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You'll need to
okay.
take off your armor.
Oh.
Braxton, leave your stuff that isn't weaponry with us just in case.
What, and swim?
If you're gonna swim, yes, because we don't want to lose that stuff somewhere in that hole.
It's not so much
I-
swimming; it's more to make it so that you're not, held down underwater, so you can get back up to the surface.
He could use a dagger underwater, couldn't he?
Sure. I mean, he could use his.
Uh,
Well, yeah. I mean, you have fewer penalties using piercing weapons underwater, but if Braxon isn't proficient with the dagger, then he's going to take a non-proficient penalty.
It's either that or he uses his fist if he does fight something.
Or we tie a rope out around him and we pull him out when he yells.
Yeah,
Wow.
Higgimus will do that.
He'll pull on the rope and Higgimus will pull him out.
How big was the hole that you saw?
I give an exact measurement.
It's
He
it's not small, but it's also not large. You would not be able to like stand up and walk into it. It's not like a cave.
Oh, so it's bigger than fist size.
It's a lot bigger than fist size. Yeah. You can get into it, like head first or feet first if you wanted to try that.
With
Could I get
knowledge of animals being limited to aquatic animals like a water spider, would I figure that hole was probably its den?
Do you have an animal lore skill or anything similar to that? Proficiency?
Since I'm not gonna be of much use in my current condition, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go use the bathroom or something.
Okay.
No.
Would Leva fit in it?
Okay. Yeah, anyone could get in, even Higgimus. Give me a d20. I'll take this against your forest survival. It's not quite exactly right, but there's some similarities in things that you've encountered. Yeah, Lafdul, you'd have used a whole flask.
15.
Okay. You're not really sure. It's not a bad guess, but at this point, it's just a guess.
All right.
You can't say for sure. All right, so Braxon, you've removed your armor, and you're gonna.
Gonna tie the rope around myself. It can go
It's
to
in his
people.
long johns.
Yeah.
It can go to people outside of the area. And
Higgimus will hold on to the other end.
yeah, but he can stay well back so he doesn't get pulled
Yeah.
straight in.
Well, he weighs a few hundred pounds. It's a little bit difficult to get pulled in, unless there was something really big in there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's whether or not the rope gets severed.
Braxon doesn't need Higgimus landing on his head.
That's a fair point.
That would not be a good thing to happen. Yeah, so does it look like the pool's not deep or?
Right about that point, it's a little bit over 10 feet deep.
Right.
Farther in the back, it gets deeper to about 15 feet.
Yeah. Okay, Braxton's going to take Age's burden in, and he's going to take his lantern in, and he's going to have a good thump around with Age's burden in the hole.
Okay, just so you know, it's even harder to use bludgeoning weapons underwater than slashing weapons. Just so you know.
It was more sort of not getting your hand chopped off.
Okay.
You won't be able to swim without. So how are you getting down there?
He just dives in, just jumps in the water and sinks down to the bottom, and then crawls into the hole.
Sinks down to the bottom.
Sure. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you